Happy damn holidays! This is Fusebox number 239, Seasons Pleadings. And you are one eggnog shy of getting your stocking stuffed, whether you want it or not.
Is that a lump of coal in your stocking, Mr. Keynes, or are you just happy to see me?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Welcome in, folks, and Seasons Sneezing. From most of us to some of you, this is Fusebox number 239, inappropriately titled Seasons Pleadings. I am your Yule-logged host, Mark Rose, and over there, slightly obscured in what appears to be a cloud of baking flour, at least I hope that's baking flour, is the sensei of sound, his very own self, Milt Candy Keynes, everybody.
Well, bah humfuck.
Ah, yes, 'tis the season yet again, indeed, is it not?
It is. Yeah, that is baking flour, you see.
And I also see we have a special guest with us for another of our gloriously unspectacular, probably totally unnecessary, Fusebox clip shows. Timo is joining us to help celebrate the holidays and baking his famous Christmas cookies. And yeah, it looks like the first batch is coming out of the oven even as we speak. And wow, that's
Holy carp. What smells like carp? Timo, is that stench the cookies? No, look, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I mean, well, are they supposed to smell like feet?
well, maybe they just, how about you just try one, Milt? They might be good.
Milt, try. Cookie, good. Eat.
All right. Yeah. Well, maybe they taste better than they stink. Jesus. I think I just bit into a goddamn toenail. Oh, no. Hey.
Wait, hold it. Stop. Listen, can we just roll the clips first? While the studio and equipment are still intact. Huh? Guys, would that be okay?
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, good call.
All right, then. Now, Milt, if you please. From Fusebox 219, the how-to, the what for, Nico and Milo, whip it up in the lab.
Yes, master! Yes, master!
You know, I gotta hand it to you, little dudes. That's a damn decent martini.
From Fusebox 214, this side up, we're talking a really brainy computer. This fascinating development occurred in Germany, actually back in 2021, and it involved the culturing of brain cells derived from the stem cells and then curated, if you will, in little petri dishes. And as these cells developed, a fascinating thing occurred. The brain organoids, as they are referred to, began to develop eyes.
Oh, hold up. What? You mean they could see?
Well, as the researchers describe it, quoting here now, two bilaterally symmetrical optic cups were seen to grow, mirroring the development of eye structures in human embryos. This incredible result could help us to better understand the process of eye differentiation and development, as well as eye diseases.
Holy carp. I mean, these eyes were like looking at you?
Well, what was beginning to happen was the formation of what they called optic cups. Now, in the picture that accompanies this article, and we have a link right down there in the show notes that you can see this, but there is this typical-looking petri dish that we've all seen, and then a blob of semi-translucent matter in there. And at the upper part of this translucent matter up there, this blob has developed plainly visible two distinct dark spots, kind of like the early fetal stages of most mammalian life.
Well, they look like tadpole eyes.
They do. Yes, indeed. Very apt, yeah. And according to one of the neuroscientists who worked on these critters, stated, quoting, "Our work highlights the remarkable ability of brain organoids to generate primitive sensory structures that are light-sensitive and harbor cell types similar to those found in the body. These organoids can help to study brain-eye interactions during embryo development, model congenital retinal disorders, and generate patient-specific retinal cell types for personalized drug testing and transplantation therapies."
So they're doing this for the most part for transplant research?
Well, yeah, that's certainly one direction for sure.
Yeah, well, the other being creating a super blob that eats everything and destroys Tokyo.
Only in the Toho version of that film scenario, Mr. Gaines. Yeah. From Fusebox 229, Knuckenfuts, meet Kyle the Kinkajou.
Oh, and then there's that guy.
Oh, yeah. That's our highly opinionated Kinkajou named Kyle. Well, he's not one for mincing words, and I'm sure he'll have...
Now, aren't they called honey bears, too?
Oh, been reading the National Geographic again, have you, Mr. Gaines?
Maybe.
Well, you're absolutely correct. And today on...
Wildly Wild Critters in the Wild.
We'll talk about the mysterious Kinkajou.
Yeah, and this is the part where your rugged assistant gets to wrestle a 25-foot anaconda while being chased by crocodiles in a piranha-filled river, right?
That would be the case, yes, Mr. Kane. So you've seen this show, huh?
Yeah.
So the question soon becomes, are you feeling rugged?
Yeah, no.
Thought not. Pity that. I love a good crocodile chase in piranha-filled waters while wrestling a 25-foot anaconda. From Fusebox 217, Color Bars, a breath of fresh air and logic from Ta-Nehisi Coates. Now, you know the Organoids have been all aflutter about what has been termed critical race theory. Now, that term, by the way, goes back to the 1970s, so where have they been? Anyway, regardless of what you term it, these elements are indeed a part of this country's history and is necessary to expose the rather unpleasant truths about its origins, and that means looking at ugly parts of our nation's history square in the beady little red eyes and saying, "Yup, you're as ugly as a roadkill sandwich, but I gotta look at you." So, Governor the Sandslug is on a quest to remove anything that offends him personally, and he's made a huge grandstand move here by banning books, banning what a person thinks or feels with his woke act, and most recently, banning certain forms of school curriculum, specifically those forms that teach the historical relevancy of racism in this country. In particular, language in this bill states that if a person, quote, must feel guilt, anguish, or other forms of psychological distress for their race or sex, then it's got to go straight into the dumpster.
Well, you should hope to hell they feel something. Well, that's a damn point, isn't it?
Yes, sir. And to make that point brilliantly is Ta-Nehisi Coates, an esteemed journalist and Howard University educator who said this about what education is supposed to be.
The goal of education isn't to tell you that, the world is sunshine and rainbows. The goal is enlightenment. The goal is some deeper understanding of humanity, and that's what, you hopefully are trying to get across to students.
One would hope. Coates' book, Between the World and Me, is also under fire, but in Colorado, because of a passage that was read out of context in a very veiled attempt to outright ban this book from the school shelves.
Obviously, one of the big arguments of Between the World and Me is that race is a social fiction. So when we say white people will cease to exist, the idea is the category will too. And racially, the hope would be that black people would too. You know what I mean? Which is, the case that the story makes. It does not mean that white people will be physically eradicated from the face of the earth.
Hell, you can take a line out of any book and spin it like that.
Context is critical, Mr. Keynes.
The show for everybody, but not everybody will like it.
Fusebox.
Friends, I just wanted to once again take a moment to tell you about a genuine labor of love from Fusebox contributor and just all-around decent chap, 42nd Street Pete, Grindhouse Resurrection Magazine. Well, in the first issue of GR, Pete does a fabulous job of retelling that first time he discovered what is commonly referred to as Euro horror, way back in 1965, when films like these played in real theaters and not on flickering TV sets at midnight or Saturday afternoons. Yeah, titles like The Awful Dr. Orloff, Lady Frankenstein, or even Terror Creatures from the Grave, where a youngster could spend an entire day in these theaters having the time of their lives. And as Pete writes, despite what you might think, be in an even safer place to experience them than today. Pick up a copy of Grindhouse Resurrection Magazine today. There's a link in the show description to do just that.
Don't worry. No harm will come to you.
TheFuseboxShow.com.
From Fusebox 229, Knuckenfuts, here's a top 10 list Florida would soon like to forget. All right, friends. Get your hazmat suit ready. Yes, because it's time to take another brave visit to the land of the burning doomed.
Texas?
No, but they may be running a close second these days. No, I'm talking about that haven for the unwoke.
Meaning asleep.
And headed right over the edge into xenophobic oblivion. Yes, let's go to explore the sunshine hate, shall we? Okay, we got to address this newest list to come out as reported by NBC lately. Thanks to Jeff for finding this one.
Hold up. Looks like somebody had 7 or 9 too many pina coladas over there before making this list. There are 11 entries on this top 10 list, and it looks like there are 2 4s.
Well, there's a reason. There's a reason. As we have a tie for 4th place, Mr. Keynes.
Oh, yeah, roger that.
The list we refer to is the, quote, 10 worst places to live and work in the USA. And who do you suppose is at the very bottom of that list?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me. I've got this, bro. It's Florida.
Well, of course it is. You can plainly see that as you're looking at the list.
Well, don't pull the curtain back too far, man. There are people listening. Well, or at least that one guy in that stained raincoat is, I think.
Yes, friends, at the bottom, ironic in a sad way, is the Sunshine State. Why, you ask? Well, for just one example, quoting the list here, Florida is one of the most difficult states to vote in, according to researchers at Northern Illinois University. Governor the Sandslug argues that none of that is stopping huge numbers of people from moving to Florida. And, well, he does have a point. The state leads the nation in just about every measure of migration. But, rated strictly on life, health, and inclusion, the Sunshine State can be a rather dreary place, says the report.
Well, any place that thinks slavery had benefits to the enslaved is definitely living in the upside down.
Yes. The Board of Education in that state says that the African American Studies program, quote, significantly lacks educational value, adding that they would consider a revised curriculum with, quote, lawful, historically accurate content.
Well, as long as the, quote, lawful and historically accurate content is written by Professor Whitey Cracker and endorsed by the KKK, well, we should be good to go, bro.
The mind boggles. It just boggles. From Fusebox 220, World Funnel, here's a twisted epiphany from Regina Carroll called Morning Ramen.
Morning is broken. A gray ombre ceiling puts a cap on a day already begun, while my morning ramen stews itself to death. The smell of sustenance is happiness, as is the sound of rain feeding the earth. And she bloats. She fumes. The gray top on this box blows its cover and spews. Dust, fettuccine and wine, coffee grinds, scriptures, tattoos, tickets, scraps of friendship, pieces of lovers, shards of laughter, and old light, all shot into space. Heaven looks more like a debris field, to be honest. A gated community of dumps. Now, in the distance, I hear an old jalopy. Oh, man. The old jalopy received wings instead of spare parts. Heaven sounds like a Model T Ford, made up of thunder, spittoons, and gongs. This day is really taking a turn.
From Fusebox 223, UF, Eco and Milo go droning. No one in 1947 reported a ship made from organic tendrils covered in plasma light and whooshing across the skies. They would now, however. So, I'm just not convinced that some of these objects are not actually from here and are being tested by our...
Oh, for crying out. Hold up, bro. It's cracking up again. There's some kind of...
Holy carp! There is a freaking hole in the booth.
A hole?
Oh my god. No, it's a basketball-sized hole with a glowing ring around the edges of it. I mean, yeah, it looks like a black hole.
Hold up, I'm coming in there.
Oh, wait a minute. Something's happened. Oh my god. There's something coming out of it. Yikes! Whoa! Holy man, there is some kind of craft flying around in here. Wow!
Hold on.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
I got nothing, man. I got absolutely nothing. This thing just popped out of this hole. Look out! Here goes.
Jesus. What the hell is this thing?
I have no idea. Watch it! Wow, it's headed back this way!
Yikes! What the flaming fuck was that?
I have literally no idea. It flew back into the hole and then just winked out.
Man, this is a bit creepy, bro. I mean, we were talking about UFOs and all that shit. Maybe we pinged someone.
You think they're subscribers?
I don't know, bro.
Wow. Holy... Hey! What's this stuff on the wall? It's in the same area as where that hole opened up.
Careful, bro. I mean, you might be radioactive or some shit.
No, not radioactive. Unless Mr. Peanut is not telling us something.
Huh?
It's peanut butter.
Peanut butter? Oh, no. Well, that...
Yeah, That could mean only one... Oh, yeah, we saw it all right.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Damn near did a strafing run in here, little dudes.
Oh, yeah, no, it's an interdimensional drone. Yeah, interdimensional drone.
Interdimensional drone? Oh, okay, so you guys are responsible for this.
IDD. Yay!
Oh, for dog's sake, more acronyms?
How the hell did you...
Heathkit.
You made it from a Heathkit?
Are they still around? I thought they went belly up in the 80s.
Well, actually, they're still around, I think they launched again in 2013.
Why do you know that, bro?
I'm a repository of ephemera. Listen, guys, that thing was pretty damn dangerous. It opened up a hole in the time-space continuum or something. You guys got to be careful. I mean, who knows what kind of reality displacement that thing could have caused?
Whoa, well, wait. Maybe we could get a do-over on 2016.
Huh. It's a thought.
Do-over! Yay!
And thus ends another show and another year, folks, but not before we extend naughty and nice thanks to Rob Askew, Ami Binford, Elizabeth Bach, Scott Campbell, Nick Chargin, Pete Chiarella, Callem Deering, Leslie Jane, Stuart Krug, Erin Lehn, Nico Lehn, Jodi Lorimer, Erica Maity, Nancy McDonald, Kenzie Main, Daniel Marshall, Sabra May, Joe Medina, Evan Moriwaki, Sam A.Mowry, Eric Newsome, Dre O'Brien, Lawrence Overmeyer, Sarah Robertson, Mike Vaughn, Derek Welch, Mago Weston, and Gregory Wilson. A sleigh full of thanks to the good folks at Grindhouse Resurrection Magazine for making this year a little brighter for all of us. And of course, big thanks to my partners in audio crime here at Fusebox, Milt Keynes, Jeff Pollard, and Regina Carroll for all of their Beyond the Call of Duty activities this year and past years as well. And here's to the start of our 10th year, starting with next month's show, number 240, whatever the hell it will be called. And I have been your mistletoe-avoiding host, Mark Rose, saying, until our next cartoon.
Fusebox.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, now. Oh, the humanity.
Dude, I think I got a toenail caught in my teeth.